Yo, I'm going to show you how to make short form videos out of your long form videos. So TikToks, Reels, Shorts, let's go. All right, so step one, edit your video. So finish editing your long form video however you want, just complete the edit and then do an export. Step two, make a new project file that is a vertical project file. So most projects are 1080p, so 1920 by 1080. You're just gonna reverse those numbers. So you're gonna go 1080 by 1920, and that'll make your project really long, just like TikToks are. Next, you're going to import your finished export file. So just drag in your finished export file into your project here. Once your file is finished importing, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna duplicate it twice. So I don't know what it is on PC, just Command C, Command V, or Control C, Control V, but on Mac, I just highlight the item and then I hold Option down and I just drag up and then I take away the audio and I do the same thing again. So I want 2 copies of the same clip. I've also prepared a template that I use for my short form videos, and it kind of shows me the layout of how it's supposed to look on the finished product. What I do with my bottom layer that has all of the audio is I'm gonna actually make that the size of the project. And then I throw on a blur layer. So I just use focus blur. Whatever program you're using, if you're not using Final Cut Pro, just do a keyword search, how to add blur effect in blank program. Okay, so that's my base layer. Then my second layer is the medium portion of the video. So we're gonna make this as big as these 2 yellow lines in here, and that's kind of like the middle of the video. And then this top one here is where you put your face cam. So I just resize so it's about within those parameters, and then I just use my crop tool here, and then we just keep resizing so it's right in between these 2 yellow lines that I put in my template. To make this template, all I did was I just took a screenshot of how my TikTok looked on TikTok or Reels or YouTube Shorts, and then I just mashed it over my footage, and I just saw where all the little buttons and overlays were, and I just put these yellow lines to show where I need to make my video fit. Another thing that I personally like to do, you can do this too, is you can just add your watermark in between your first and second layer. So I just put it in between here, and you're like, okay, so now I've got this huge video that is made in TikTok form. Now what do I do? So we're just putting in the template. So now that we've got the template in place and we're happy with it, with all the placement, we're gonna make a compound clip. So we just highlight all the clips by Command A, Control A, and then we do a right click, new compound clip. I just call it whatever. And then now you've just made one compound clip that you can edit and chop pieces out of. What I usually like to look for is in the video is I look for places where I'm talking a lot. So obviously if I'm talking a lot, I'm either bringing up a really good point or like something happened in the video where like I'm reacting to it. So I would just go through your video and then just find spots where you could see you're peaking. I know from my own videos, whenever the audio peaking, that means that's a talking part. And what I like to do is from here, I make a second project. So I just right click and duplicate project. This is why, is so if I want to make my short form video a little bit more fancy and I want to like zoom in on my face, unfortunately, if I just start doing that through here and I make changes to how these clips look, it'll apply it for the whole thing. And I don't want to do that. So what I'll do is I'll select the part that I like, go into the compound clip, and then I'll just chop up within these 2 lines here. Then I'll just highlight all these clips, copy them, go into my new project, paste them in here, make this a compound clip, and then I can go in here and maybe during this part, I want it to just be my head cam. So I can just highlight in here, grab this head cam footage, my template, and then make my head cam footage as big as I can within these 2 lines. Essentially, that's what I do. You just crop up all the things that you want, and then I would also just take out all of this dead space where you're not talking. Short form videos are short form, so you should take out any fluff that you possibly can. So any parts where you know you're not talking, it's just ambient noise, just take that stuff out, make it as condensed as possible. You never want your short form videos to be longer than a minute. They should always be under a minute. You should try to aim for like 20 to 30 seconds maximum. So cut out any little bits that you can that still keep the context of the video that you're making. And then that's how you get the most out of your content. So edit your one video and then just use this technique and then chop it up in little bits, and then you got yourself some short form content.
No.